In Vedanta, we use a term called Prakriya. Kriya means action. Prakriya means going beyond action. So Jivatma, Paramatma, individual consciousness, universal consciousness is one reality. People want to merge with God. For that, they do a lot of action. They call sadhana. That's called kriya. But to become one with reality, you don't have to do anything because you are already that, tattvamasi. But the problem is, we don't understand tattvamasi. We don't understand Vedantic teaching. So for that, ignorance has to be removed and clarity has to be given. Nothing to be achieved. No act. Vedanta Atma Jnana is not a result of action and result of action. Karma and karma phala. It is going beyond karma. That's why it's called prakriya. All that is required, dropping of ignorance. So the methodology of teaching used by Vedanta for dropping ignorance is called prakriya. So another way of explaining prakriya is a process, a procedure. For example, I take vegetables for cooking purpose. Skin the vegetables, cut the vegetables, cook. So cooking involves certain process. Similarly, Vedantic teaching involves certain process. That process is called prakriya. When I say process, there are stages involved in it, steps involved in that. That's called prakriya. For example, drak, drashya, viveka, prakriya. The discrimination between the seen and the seer is a prakriya. And what is the prakriya? What is the purpose of prakriya? The purpose of prakriya is to awaken the intelligent, awaken the discrimination power of within the intellect. The discrimination power of the intellect is called viveka. That viveka has to be awakened. That's why step-by-step process is involved in awakening this process, awakening. The step-by-step process is called prakriya, and the result of that is awakening of viveka. So that's why it's called drak, drashya, viveka, prakriya. Awakening of seer, seen, discrimination in intellect is the prakriya. Now, drak, drashya, viveka, prakriya is basically underlying prakriya for Atma Anatma. Self and non-self is explained or revealed through drak, drashya. So drak, drashya, viveka has certain processes. What is that? The world is seen, the eyes are the seers, the eyes are seen, the mind is the seer, mind is seen, Sakshi is the seer. Like that, systematically, you go from Anatma world to Atma, Sakshi. Discrimination is developed for the Buddhi, the intellect. The discrimination developed is called Viveka. And what Viveka is developed here? Atma, Anatma. Because I think I am the body. Because I'm seeing through my eyes, body becomes my self. So that is regarded as Anatma in a step-by-step process. Now, what does this involve? It involves a series of steps. That is called what we call as Adhyaropa Apavada. Adhyaropa means superimposition, Apavada means negation. First superimposition is Atma is accepted as body. Atma is the body. Atma is accepted as a body. That's why sense organs are taken. Then Atma is negated as body and mind is accepted as Atma because mind is the one who sees the sense organs. So Adhyaropa means Atma is accepted, Atma is superimposed on the body, body is superimposed on Atma, accepted. Then it's negated. Why? Giving a logic. Giving a logic saying that the sense organs are seen by the mind. That's why sense body is not the self, mind is the self. So then comes the next superimposition. Mind is the self, but that's also negated. Adhyaropa is mind, apavada is negation of the mind because Sakshi sees the presence and the absence of the mind. Like that, systematically, there's Adhyaropa, superimposition, and negation to reveal the final truth. So revelation happens in a systematic way. In the process of revelation, a clear logic is given to the intellect so that the intellect can discriminate, intellect can apply logic and come out. Adhyaropa apavada is like a process of negation, like somebody is climbing a ladder. You have to go on top of the building. It is not possible to go in one step. So you go one step by one step, one step by one step. Each step is valid, each step is required, but remove the steps below so that it doesn't come back. It goes up. So the logic is applied in such a way that intellect does not fall back. Intellect is very clear and firmly established in truth. So a prakriya, a specialty of prakriya takes the reality as we experience as it is, and then systematically eliminates all unwanted possibilities to reveal the truth. So this is the specialty of prakriya. Now, prakriya may not be understandable to people. So Vedanta is a science of spirituality. Vedanta is a science of consciousness. Any science has a precise language or technical terms. When you go to a doctor, he writes, your sinusitis, take this medicine. Sinusitis is a technical term used in the medicine. We common people don't understand that. So Vedanta has many, many technical terms, which is very difficult for common people to understand. So the Vedanta technical terms have to be understood to understand the teaching of Vedanta. Otherwise, it's difficult to understand. The technical terms are Satya, Mithya, are all these technical terms. Adhyasa, Anvaya, Vyatireka, these are all very technical terms. These are technical language because a science uses technical language. For example, any physics uses a technical language of mathematics. Vedanta science uses technical language of words, very precise words. Those words have very precision meaning. It is difficult for people to understand these precise meanings. For that, an example has to be given to understand. That's called Drishtanta. Drishtanta is the example. What is the example of Satya and Mithya? Drishtanta for Satya and Mithya. Like gold and necklace. Satya and Mithya. Example. Satya is gold, Mithya is necklace. What is the difference between Prakriya and Drishtanta? Drishtanta is example. Prakriya uses the reality as it is. There is no other examples are brought in there directly. Direkdashi Viveka uses your body, which is actually experience of reality. Then it goes to mind, which is experience of reality, and Atma, which is experience of reality. Using whatever your experience of reality, that itself is used for realizing the truth. But Drishtanta gives an analogy, example. Gold is not a part of your experience. Necklace is not a part of experience. Of course, your gold is an example of what is available in the world. Using gold, Satya or eternal truth is given as example. Necklace is given as Vyavaharik Satya or Mithya as example. How gold is an example of Paramarthik Satya, absolute truth. Absolute reality or Parabrahman is cannot be used in day-to-day transaction. Is beyond Vyavahara. It's a reality. Parabrahma is the reality of the world, all name and form of the world. Similarly, gold is reality of all name and form of necklace, chain, ring, all those things. Necklace and chain you can wear. Parabrahma cannot be Vyavaharika. In Vyavahara, Nama and Rupa is required. Necklace is Nama and Rupa of gold. So like that, technical terms of Vedanta are explained in terms of example called Drishtanta. So you understand the difference between Prakriya and Drishtanta. So now traditional Vedantic Prakriyas are few. Dragdasya Viveka, Atma, Dragdasya Viveka, Panchakosha Viveka, Avastatraya Prakriya, like that there are very few, not many. And they're all clear pointer to reality without bringing some examples of Drishtanta. So modern day, some more Prakriyas are given by Prabhuji. This is beyond the traditional Vedantic Prakriyas. Make concepts understand simple way to people. Here, when Prabhuji gives a Prakriya, he takes the process and he superimposes Drishtanta on the process, so that the Drishtanta or example on the process, so that understanding becomes much more simpler. So this you can call it Prabhuji's Prakriya. Example of Prabhuji's Prakriya is, the principle is Mana eva karanam bandha moksha yoho. Mind alone is the cause of bondage and liberation. So for that, the Prakriya is, a washerman has a donkey. He takes the donkey to wash the clothes. But one day he forgets the rope to tie the donkey. He forgot to bring the rope. He is worried. A neighbor suggests him, a donkey is a donkey. Don't worry. Pretend as if you are tying the rope. The donkey will stay there. So he pretends as if he is tying the rope. The donkey stays. Donkey does not move till evening, thinking that it is already tied. Evening, when he wants to take back the clothes, donkey is not moving because donkey thinks it is tied. Then neighbor comes and says, the donkey is a donkey. Pretend as if you remove the rope, then donkey will move. He pretends as if he has removed the rope. So now this is Drishtanta is there. There's a donkey is there. There's a washerman is there. Then there's a neighbor is there. This Drishtanta is given to give an underlying Prakriya. Prakriya is underlying there. What is the Prakriya? Mind is the cause of bondage and liberation. Mana eva karanam bandha mokshayo. Both bondage and liberation are not real. It's illusory. So mind is represented with donkey. Mana eva karanam manushyana bandha mokshayo. And the washerman is the intellect. The neighbor is the guru. So now, the mind tying the rope indicates there is no rope, real rope. There's an imaginary rope. Our mind gets tied. Our mind feels I am bonded. I am in bondage. Because I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect, I am the doer, I am the enjoyer, I am the knower. And past and future all together create a rope around the donkey called the mind. Now the rope has to be removed. Rope itself is imaginary. Imaginary rope has to be removed in imagination. That imagination is the teaching. Vedantic teaching or prakriya or processes to remove the illusory rope. So jnana is also maya. Adnana is also maya. Illusion. Adnana is called avidya maya. Jnana is called vidya maya. Vidya maya and avidya maya are represented through donkey example. So then you remove the rope. After removing the rope, Adnana, Vidya Maya, both are irrelevant. So that is the example, donkey example to give a prakriya called Bandha Moksha. So Prabhuji has another prakriya. What is it? Satyatraya. Satyatraya is, I always example speak of Adi Bhautika, Adi Devika, Adhyatmika. 3 levels of reality. So now people are stuck in one level of reality. They think, okay, Rama is historical figure, that's a reality. But they don't accept Rama as avatar. Or Rama as avatar is accepted, but Rama as historical figure is not accepted. Rama as Atma is not accepted. So Prabhuji gives a prakriya that's called Satyatraya. 3 types of reality. Adi Bhautika, Adi Devika, Adhyatmika. Adi Bhautika reality, Rama is a king who was born in the physical plane. Adi Devika is Rama is avatar. Adhyatmika is Rama is the self. Now this prakriya is very important. It's not randomly given. There's a deeper understanding there. You can come back always say Rama is Atma Rama. Then people lose faith in Rama as Adi Devika or Rama as historical figure. So all the 3 dimensions shall be exposed. It's not that anybody can make a prakriya just like they want. They have to understand the deeper meaning, deeper understanding of prakriya. The truth has to be exposed in all dimensions. Otherwise, it will be one dimensional prakriya. No, Rama is your self here. Don't worry about Rama, Adi Devika. Then what happened? Rama is Brahman is forgotten. So a prakriya addresses various levels of reality, dimensions. To summarize, I would say prakriya is a systematic process of revealing the truth. You can call prakriya as like a surgery. Step by step, it's given. Drashtanta is an example given to understand prakriya or technical terms in Vedanta. The Vedanta prakriyas are few in number. Drashtantas are many in number. One example of drishtanta is rope and snake example. It's a drishtanta. But rope and snake example is prakriya is given. Drishtanta is given. Underlying prakriya is called adhyaropa. Adhyasa. Superimposition. Superimposition is underlying prakriya. The rope and snake is the drishtanta. So you can say there are many drishtantas and prakriyas in Vedanta to explain technical terms and give an underlying reality. Prabhuji has come out with some modern prakriyas with the drishtanta embedded in that. Is that clear? Any questions, Purnimaji?
No, Prabhuji. Prakriyas are who made the coffee.
Yeah, who made the coffee is a prakriya. Okay. So
also,
now
this Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, all that they are your prakriyas.
Correct. Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti is Avastatraya prakriya explained in different way. And who made a cup of coffee is a prakriya to understand I am not the doer. So these are not there in the traditional Vedantic prakriyas. So I call them as prakriya created by Prabhuji. Prakriya created by Prabhuji also drishtanta embedded in there so that it becomes understandable.
Yes, Prabhuji, very simple, effect.
Like that, there are 4 or 5 prakriyas. That is a traditional Vedantic prakriya. But in Atma Jyoti Satsang, we have many more prakriyas which are simple and understandable and applicable in our life. So do not be under the impression that anybody can create a prakriya. Because prakriya, when you create prakriya, there is a deeper dimensions of life has to be understood properly. Are we clear? You have any questions? Yes, Purnima, any more questions?